Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, teachers and students. It is a beautiful day, and I just want to say welcome to the Dacurate Secondary School Debate Competition, themed Leadership and Finance. To the students, please a round of applause for yourselves. I'm sure you can do better than that. A round of applause for yourselves. Thank you so much. I want to first of all apologize that we're just starting a little bit late. We don't want to say it's traffic or technical issues beyond our control. But we are all here now, and I'm hoping that today this event can birth the next set of leaders in our society. Please, a round of applause for the team for putting this together and supporting the next generation. Today, some students are going to go home with some cash, and we will see and experience how intelligent they are. Thank you so much for your time and your patience. We will just start off now, and I would like to, before we go ahead, just recognize a few people, some special guests that we have probably already seated. Or if they are not here, would of course do well to welcome them when they are here. Please help me welcome Mrs. Adebisi Adeyemi, the Managing Director, CEO of DCSL Corporate Services. Please, a round of applause. Is she here? Is she here? All right. The next person, Alhaja Faidat Ajibike Shomade, former General Manager of the Lagos State Urban Renewal Authority. She here, please. Okay, I'm sure she's still on her way. Mr. Adeniba Oluwafemi, Executive Director, SOSMA Consult. Are you here? Please wait for us to see you. Thank you so much. It's so good to see you again, sir, and thank you so much for finding the time to be here with us. Mrs. Yemisi Taumu, a trusted member, please put your hands together for her. Is she here? Okay, other special guests and speakers will, of course, be introduced as we go on, but thank you so much for finding the time. Just quickly, let's look at someone to your left and to your right and just say hello to them. Maybe you didn't do that earlier. Just know them, ask for their bank account number, and maybe send something to them as well. All right, I can hear GT and Zenith Bank and all this going on, so it's good. I like the sound of that as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. When I was asked to moderate this particular competition, it took me back to when I was in primary school, secondary school. We tried to engage in some debates, back then. And I remember vividly one time that we were speaking on mother tongue and lingua franca, and how one person came, I think she crammed everything she wanted to say, and getting on stage, the only thing she could remember was lingua franca, make us forget our mother tongue. So she kept repeating it, and we just had to, the judges had to help her to leave the stage. But I hope and I pray that our contestants here are fully ready to give us what they have. Please, a round of applause for the contestants. You'll get to meet them eventually. All right, I just want to recognize our judges. We have a few of our judges, I think they are all here now. I'd like to introduce Olushola Marcos. Please, a round of applause for Olushola Marcos. He is a dedicated, hardworking, and passionate financial expert who leverages his exceptional skills and abilities to lead as group head of the personal lending department of Page Financials. Please, another round of applause for him. Thank you so much. Our next judge is Olajumoke Adeyeye, Head Business and Marketing Department at ProShare Nigeria Limited. Please, a round of applause. The students, you should clap for the judges a bit more, just in case. Maybe that will help. All right. The next person is Bella Victor. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you so much. He's the founder and CEO of Social Lander, Africa's fastest growing and award-winning Pan-African marketing agency with over 630 clients across 32 countries. Please, another round of applause for him. Wow. All right, we'll just quickly go into the keynote speech, and with that, I'm sure after that, we would jump right into the debate proper. So please, help me welcome Ms. Adaku Ajara. She's the MD, Emerging Africa Asset Management Limited, and she will be ably representing or standing in for Dr. Toyi Sani. I will just quickly read a bit about her before I invite her up stage. Adaku Ajara is a highly respected investment professional, corporate lawyer, and sustainability advocate with over 19 years of experience in the financial services industry. As the managing director of Emerging Africa Asset Management Limited, Adaku has been instrumental in transforming the firm into a leading asset management company and has successfully led the launch and growth of several SEC regulated mutual funds, demonstrating her exceptional ability to develop and execute strategic investment initiatives. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please join me as we make welcome Ms. Adaku Ajara. Please, you should hear. Or Ijara, sorry, I apologize for that. I am so sorry. Please, a round of applause for her. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please keep clapping until, yes, keep clapping until she gets here. Students, you have the energy. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Thank you so much. Keep clapping until she gets here. Do not stop clapping until she gets here. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you for finding the time. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's a bit of an obstacle course over there. I was so scared of toppling over. Right, good morning. Thank you so much for having me. My birthday greetings from my group CEO, Mrs. Toyi Sani, who unfortunately couldn't be here due to some voice circumstances. She just said hello, and she's not able to represent us this morning. I'm hoping to have a great time as well. I used to be in the Literature and Creative Society back in secondary school, so I'm sure this will take me down memory lane. Right, so I will start with the speech that's been prepared. So, first of all, I also want to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the organizer of this incredible opportunity to speak to you, and most importantly, to congratulate you for creating this platform that brings together bright young minds from diverse backgrounds. To the students present, I commend you for taking part in this event this morning. Your decision to be here is a testament to your desire to learn, grow, as well as engage in meaningful conversations that will shape your future, no doubt. Today's event is more than just a quiz. It's a platform for discovery, self-expression, and the exchange of ideas. So think about it really. You're not just here to answer questions, but you also want to learn, you want to interact with one another, and build skills that will carry you all through life. The fact that you're also participating today is also a testament to your courage, to your curiosity, and your drive to succeed. And these are the qualities that make leaders, people who are not just afraid to challenge themselves, but also to step out of their comfort zones and strive to make a difference. In reflecting on the theme of today's event, I was reminded of an important truth, which is exposure, right? It is indeed a powerful tool. When we talk about exposure, we mean the opportunity to see new things, meet new people, and understand different perspectives. For many of us, our dreams are limited by what we have seen or experienced. But when you're exposed to new environments, new challenges, new ideas, your mind then opens up to endless possibilities which you never thought existed. And this is why events like this are super important. It opens our minds and it gives us the opportunity to learn about bigger and better things. Now, the theme of this event touches on leadership, finance, and socio-economic affairs. Leadership isn't just about holding a position. It's also about taking responsibility for yourself as well as for others. It's about having a vision, making decisions, and influencing others to work towards a common goal. I want to remind you that you don't have to wait until you're an adult to consider yourself a leader. It begins now with how you conduct yourself in your school, how you approach your studies, and how you treat those around you. It's in the small decisions that you make every day. So I want you all to really think about being that person or becoming that person who sees a problem and thinks, how can I help to solve this? Rather than waiting for someone else to take action. You may think you're too young to make a difference, but let me assure you, every great leader started by taking small but meaningful actions. How many of us know Malala? How many of us have heard about Malala? Okay, Google her. That's an assignment for you guys. Another key area that brings us together today is financial literacy. It may not be the most exciting topic for some, but I assure you it's one of the most powerful tools that you can hope to have. Understanding finance will give you the ability to make informed decisions, not just about money, but about your life. It teaches you about discipline, it teaches you how to plan, it teaches you how to balance risk with reward. In today's world, being financially literate is almost as important as being literate in English or math. It equips you to understand the economy, manage your personal finances, and even to grow your wealth. Whether you aspire to be a doctor, an engineer, an artist, or an entrepreneur, knowing how to handle money responsibly will definitely set you up for success. The earlier you learn, the more you can take advantage of opportunities that come your way. And so I encourage you all not to shy away from understanding how economies work, because the more informed you are, the better equipped you will be to make decisions that positively affect your community as well as your country. Remember, you're the leaders of tomorrow. Another key objective of this event today is to awaken a sense of nationalism and inspire academic excellence in all of you. This is a vital goal because the future of any nation rests in the hands of its youth. When you develop a sense of pride in your country and a desire to contribute positively, you become part of a collective effort to drive, process, and change. Progress, beg your pardon, and change. Remember, excellence is not just about getting good grades or winning competitions. It's also about putting in your best effort, staying curious, and continuously striving to learn and improve. So whether you win or lose today, take every question as an opportunity to learn something new and use this knowledge to better yourself and the world around you. Your presence here today shows that you also have big dreams. It shows that you believe in your ability to succeed. And I'm here to remind you that no dream is too big. All your dreams are valid, okay? Whether you want to be a scientist who discovers a cure for cancer, a tech innovator who changes the world, or a leader who brings about positive change in your community, you have the power within you to achieve this. In closing, I want to leave you with this thought. You have the power to shape your own future. It doesn't matter where you come from, what school you attend, or what challenges you might have faced before today. What matters is how determined you are to learn, to grow, and to lead. And so today is your opportunity to step up, engage, and inspire one another. I want to congratulate the winners of the competition in advance. And whether you win or lose today, just remember it's about having fun and learning while you're at it. I'm looking forward to a very wonderful day. And thank you all so much for having me. God bless.
Please, a round of applause for her. Please keep clapping until she gets to her seat. keep clapping until she gets to her seats. I am sure that we are all students, students of life. Thank you so much for that outstanding speech. Thank you for also finding the time to be here. Okay, now let's get started with what we came into the room to do. All right. All right, so here today we have 8 schools, and there'll be 2 rounds of the competition. The first round will be, of course, the 8 schools, but 2 schools each for each round. And after the first round, when the entire schools have participated, the judges will, of course, give their verdict as to which of the schools will not be going to the second round. That would just be 4 schools remaining. All right, but before we continue, I would want the judges to speak with the students for a minute. Maybe there's additional, or there are additional information the judges. So for this particular, for the purpose of this competition, I would just give the judges specific names to make it easy for us to call them or address them. So we have Judge Victor. Please, a round of applause for Judge Victor. That's what we use today. Judge Victor. And we have Judge Shola. That works. Thank you so much. And Judge Jumoke. Please put your hands together for them. Let's just talk to them briefly, and then maybe additional information, or maybe one person should just represent the judges. All right, it said Judge Shola, they have elected you or selected you. Please, a round of applause for Judge Shola as he comes up to address the students before we start off. Thank you so much. Please keep clapping until he gets here. Thank you so much, sir.
Good morning, everyone. You're all welcome here. Quickly, so let me just speak on. So we have 5 minutes each participant, and our expectation is you have to just be brief, be articulate, and be smart. And what else again? Basically, what I would just say is I want to wish everybody best of
Your name for easy, pronunciation. We have Apapa. Apapa, are you here? A round of applause for yourself. No, I'm just introducing you. Don't worry, I'll call you shortly. You have to celebrate your schools, please. Great destination. Great destination. How about Macaulay? Fantastic. Briggs. Badger Girls. Grace School. Grace School. Okay. I am sure we are all ready. Now, of course, the first school that we're going to call the knockout round per one, Apapa versus Great Destination. Please put your hands together for them as they come up stage. Please put your hands together. A round of applause for them until they get here. Until they get here. Until they get here, please. All right. We need to be able to sort the arrangements and the seating. Maybe we'll call them one at a time so that it is easier for that to happen. Because we have just 2 seats there. Precious, can I see you quickly so that we can get that rolling? All right. Quickly, no one is sitting, so one school here and one school here, so it's easier to work with. All right, let's do that quickly. All right, before we go on, Dowen, are you here? Please, a round of applause for Dowen. A round of applause. Thank you so much. Okay, some basic rules. There will be a bell. When your time has elapsed, you hear a bell. As much as possible, try concluding whatever topic or whatever you're discussing, right? And if you do not stop at the appropriate time, the judges are there, they may deduct your marks. So as much as possible, stick to the time. It's very important. And to the audience, please, when the students are speaking, do not clap so that they don't get distracted or forget what they're saying. Do not clap. You can, all right, snap just because you are so excited you need to do something, all right? But as much as possible, let's not clap. That works? Are we okay? All right, now the topic of their discussion, of their debates, is financial inequality, a threat to democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's give a round of applause for these students as they start. Thank you so much. Please, we need microphones. Yes, one for, yes. I think that you should probably be somewhere here so that. Okay, hold on. Our judges have something they want us to know. All right. Thank you. That was necessary and needed. You can just stand. Please come a bit closer. You're too far away. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So, of course, there's 5 minutes. You both can decide whether one person will be speaking. I'm sure you probably have this information already, but if you do not, maybe if you can decide whether one person will be speaking all through the 5 minutes or you will take turns. Whichever one works for you, you should know that you're working hand in hand for your school. So you're representing your school. Is that okay? That works. Okay, so quickly, so if you want to speak, please ensure that you're here so that, of course, the media guys can also capture you and they're not looking for you. So pretty much here. So someone pick so that we decide who
which school is starting first. I hope I can do this. I don't know. Head or tail? Heads. Okay.
All right, tail, everyone. Tail, can you see it? Tail. So, please a round of applause as we start.
And I wish you the very best. Thank you.
Is financial inequality a threat to democracy? Good day, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, fellow co-debaters, and my ever-listening audience. Stand up before you is Omofumi Oluwafumi Lion, a senior secondary 2 students of that prestigious school, Apapa Senior High School. I am here to fully support the motion that financial inequality is a threat to democracy. Financial inequality can simply be defined as the unequal distribution of income and opportunity between different groups in the society. First, this definition and my earlier quotation by Kenneth Langan is a clear pointer to the fact that financial inequality can increase or lead to a higher crime rate in the society. Most people who feel intimidated by the ostentatious display of luxury, wealth, and affluence by the rich result to all sorts of criminal activities in order to be rich as well. This type of situation will pose a threat to democracy. Second, financial inequality can lead to the lowering of average education level. This is a fact because those that are of the lower rung of the society may not be able to acquire quality education. And of course, one big threat to our democracy today is lack of proper education. Panel of judges, esteemed audience, you all will agree with me that part of the problem facing democracies all over the world, especially our dear country Nigeria, is lack of proper education. In addition, financial inequality can result in a higher rate of health and social problems like labor, unemployment, discrimination, among many others. Most often than not, democratic processes and indeed democracy itself is being threatened by these problems, which is caused by financial inequality. Panel of judges, esteemed audience, I want us to remember this statement by the great Nelson Mandela that as long as poverty, injustice, and gross inequality persist in our world, none of us can truly rest. This implies that financial inequality can lead to unrest, like the answers, the protest few years ago, the national protest some months ago, agitations, and many more. Truth be told, these are threats to democracy. In conclusion, if financial inequality can also lead to poverty, and one who is poor will only be concerned about how to survive and make ends meet, you all will agree with me that this type of situation will lead to political apathy and, of course, disinterest in all democratic activities, thereby posing a threat to democracy. Panel of judges, my esteemed audience, I believe with this cogent point, I've been able to convince everyone beyond any reasonable doubt that financial inequality is definitely a big threat to democracy. I hand over to my supporting speaker. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Sabunde Mary, the supporting speaker for Apapa Senior High School. I am here to fully support my chief speaker's proposition that financial inequality is a threat to democracy. Financial inequality destroys people's Financial inequality destroys people's sense of fulfillment and self-worth. It sort of places one at disadvantaged positions. This is because that belief in personal self-worth is not present. On the contrary, those that are financially okay, we have an edge over the former, which is a threat to democracy. Another salient point is that our democratic system in Nigeria seems to thrive on money. We all know that contesting or vying for any elective position requires a huge capital base. And for those who are financially handicapped, Such aspirations may just be pipe dreams. The result is that you find the very rich always occupying elective positions and always find themselves at the corridors of power. They keep recycling themselves, and this is a great threat to democracy. Finally, democracy is popularly defined as the government of the people, for the people, as the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. However, financial inequality can be threatened by financial inequality. Just like George Orwell wrote in Animal Farm, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than the others. So also do some of our democratic leaders see themselves. Mr. Chairman, sir, distinguished audience, I hope with this well-explained points I and my chief speaker be able to convince you all that democracy can be threatened by financial inequality. Thank you.
All right. Please, another round of applause for them before. I know that most of us wanted to do that all the way. Beautiful, beautiful. Great destination. Over to you, please.
Good morning, honorable judges, accurate timekeeper, respectable co-debaters, esteemed audience. My name is Aklaya Wakshama. I'm a learner from Great Destination Schools, and I stand before you today to oppose the motion that financial inequality is a threat to the democracy. First and foremost, I would like to define the key terms in my topic: financial inequality, threat, and democracy. Financial inequality is the uneven distribution of wealth within a society. It means that some individuals or groups of people have significantly more money or resources than others. Key aspects of financial inequality include income inequality, wealth inequality, and access to economic opportunities. Democracy, on the other hand, is a system of government in which supreme power is vested in the people. It is exercised by them directly or indirectly through a system of representations, usually involving periodically held free elections. While threat implies a potential danger or risk, in this context, it suggests that financial inequality can harm or undermine the democracy. Firstly, I would like us to acknowledge that democracy is not a static concept, but an evolving one. Throughout history, there have been many periods of economic disparity and robust democracies. The American founding fathers themselves grappled with inequality, yet they built a system that has endured for centuries. While financial inequality remains a public concern, it is a gross exaggeration to claim that it poses existential threats on the democracy. Secondly, the claim that wealth equates to political influence is a dangerous simplification. In representative democracy, the voice of the people are paramount. Elected officials are responsible for their members and the general public, regardless of their personal wealth. The main essence of democracy relies on the ability of individuals to voice out their concerns and hold their elected officials accountable. This process transcends economic boundaries. Lastly, the claim that financial inequality leads to social unrest is a slippery slope fallacy. While some level of inequality is inevitable in a capitalist system, it is not inherently destabilizing. In fact, historical evidence suggests that social unrest is fueled by other factors, such as political instability, lack of representation, and social injustice. I'd like to invite Mr. Ukpai to continue from this point.
Esteemed judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, audience, good morning. My name is Mercy Okpai, and I am a learner of Great Destination School. My esteemed chief speaker has eloquently argued that financial inequality, though a complex issue, is not inherently a problem to democracy. I will now delve deeper into this argument by examining the aspects of accountability and transparency. Specifically, I'll demonstrate that the democratic society possesses the tools to reduce the effects of financial inequality. The real danger lies in the erosion of accountability and transparency. When a small group of elites controls vast resources, they can wield undue influences on the political process, shaping policies that benefit their own interests at the expense of the broader public. This was eloquently articulated by the late Senator Paul Weston, who warned, "It is not money itself that corrupts, but the power that comes from it." However, we must note that financial inequality is not inherently synonymous to political corruption. While wealth can manipulate the political process, a group of vibrant and engaged citizenry, equipped with information and a power trail robust media landscape can be used against such abuses. Furthermore, the democratic society possesses the tools to mitigate the effects of financial inequality. to mitigate the effects of financial inequality through redistribution of policy and social safety nets. All these are vital for needs to be met and opportunities to be made accessible to all. A former US President, Franklin D. Roosevelt, once said, "A nation that destroys its poor destroys itself." In conclusion, why financial inequality can create conditions conducive for corruption and undermine the principles of democratic fairness, it is not inherently a threat to democracy itself. By upholding transparency and strengthening democratic institutions, we can create an egalitarian society. Thank you.
Please, another round of applause for them. That was outstanding. You'd agree with me. Please, a round of applause for them. You may go back to your seats now. Our judges would, of course, get to you later. All right, let's just go on quickly to the next school. Knockout round pair 2. You have 5 minutes. Please listen to the bell. When you hear it the first time, make sure you start rounding up whatever you have to say. When it comes up the second time, it means that your time is entirely up. Just know that the judges are there, and as you spend more time, your marks will be reducing. Thank you so much. And the next school, please, a round of applause for Herbert Macaulay and Briggs. Keep clapping until they get here. Thank you so much. And their topic is borrowing, an effective tool for Nigeria's economic development. So that we don't go all around with that coin thing, we'll just go with the way the names are written. Herbert Macaulay first, and Briggs will go afterwards. Please, a round of applause. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
While borrowing may provide temporary relief to economic development, economic development, Nigeria's debt profile has consistently reduced. Nigeria's debt profile has consistently reduced. But before I proceed, I would like to give honor to Mono is due to by saying, "Good evening, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, co-debaters, accurate timekeeper, and my esteemed audience. My name is Adeoye Yanolua. I'm a bona fide student of Abatima Macaulay Girls Senior High School, and I'm here to oppose the notion which says borrowing as an effective tool to economic development. One of the reasons why I stand against the notion which says borrowing is an effective tool to economic development. One, debt servicing burden. Nigeria spends a substantial part of its revenues on servicing debt. The high debt servicing costs reduces also negative social impacts. Negative social impacts.
I would just like to continue with where she started. So she was trying to say debt servicing risk. So what she meant by that was that when Nigeria borrows loans outside country or from institutions like IMF or World Bank, there are other charges that are added to it that it leads to other ways, it leads to depreciation in some things of developing the economy, because when they borrow this money, the terms and conditions applied to it are not suitable to them. Secondly, it is also a negative social risk to them, because when these monies are collected or when these loans are being taken, they are not eligible to pay it appropriately, because when tax or any other things are being paid, they find it difficult to be able to give back what they have borrowed at the appropriate time, and it leads in increase of their loans. So what we're trying to say here is that borrowing is not an effective tool for Nigeria economic development, because it is going to like depreciate a lot of things in the economy, and we will not be able to like grow further. And my name is Obadiah Precious, by the way. Sorry for missing that part. So because when we borrow money, we won't be able to like pay faster, and some other things are being depreciated, and we are not able to like work with what we have. So we're just here to say borrowing is not an effective tool for Nigeria economic development. Thank you.
Good day, panel of judges led by Mr. Olushola Marcos, our keynote speaker and business executive, Dr. Toyin Sani, and in person of prestigious Honorable Commissioner of Basic and Secondary School Education, Honorable Jamiu Ali Balogun, our moderators, my co-debaters, accurate timekeeper, and my attentive audience. You are all welcome. My name is Folatoriola Oluwashimloye. I'm a bona fide student of Brisgate Comprehensive College. I'm here to support the motion which says borrowing is an effective tool for Nigeria's economic development. But before I proceed, I would like to elaborate briefly on this elaboration. Nigeria, the great of Africa and the best country in the world with magnificent resources, has faced significant development challenges. To bridge the infrastructure gap, to stimulate economic growth and alleviate poverty, borrowing has become an indispensable tool. Despite concerns about debt sustainability, strategic borrowing can actually catalyze Nigeria's economic transformation. Firstly, infrastructure development. Nigeria's inadequate infrastructure can hinder economic growth, which we all know is a universal truth. This borrowing can also enable the government to invest in financial critical projects such as roads, bridges, ports, and power plants. This investment attracts businesses, foreign investors, create job opportunities, and increase economic efficiency. Secondly, fiscal deficit financing. Nigeria's budget deficit can be addressed through borrowing. This allows the government to fund essential public services, maintain social welfare programs, and stimulate economic activity. Furthermore, I'd like to put investment in human capital. Borrowed funds can invest in healthcare, education, and vocational training. A skilled workforce enhances productivity, driving economic growth and increasing competition. In essence of my point, I would like to bring in my next partner to help me buttress this topic.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Awokoya Oyinkosola Mercy, a bona fide student of Brisgate Comprehensive College, and I would like to buttress the point which was being mentioned by my main speaker. Just like Shemilore said, borrowing is an effective tool for Nigeria's economic development. Mars, SARS, panel of judges, and also my audience, do you remember in the year 2020 that the United States of America borrowed some money which was used to address their financial crisis? And this policy propagated the country's economy and also helped create job opportunities. Do we also remember that Ireland borrowed some money from IMF, which is International Monetary Fund, and also the European Union, which was total to 67.5 million euros, which was invested in education, vocational training, and infrastructure. And I want everybody here to agree with me that borrowing will also help in stimulating the economic growth and will also give us access to international markets. Borrowing will help inject liquidity and will also help in regulating demands in the economy. It will also help in economic expansion during recession in the country. Borrowing from institutions like IMF, Eurobonds, and also World Bank will help in global markets and also expertise. My opponents argue that borrowing will lead to debt traps. However, prudent practices and substantial management mitigate mitigate risks. But Nigeria should only borrow when it is absolutely necessary, and it should also have plan of repaying the money that was being borrowed. And I hope we have been able to convince everyone here and make you understand that borrowing is a vital and effective tool for Nigeria's economic development. Thank you.
A round of applause. A round of applause for them. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause. You can go back to your seats. Thank you. I know a lot of the time people feel it's so easy. It's when you have never been on stage. You understand that it's not that easy. So please help them, motivate them, and a round of applause for them before. The next schools, knockout round pair 3. You have 5 minutes. Please listen to the bell and give your points. As soon as you hear the first bell, start rounding off whatever it is that you're saying. And when you hear the second bell, know that your time is entirely up. Baja Girls versus Grace School. Please, a round of applause for them. A round of applause for them, please. Until they get here, you know how we do it. Until they get here, please keep clapping. Keep clapping for them. Encourage them. Where's your partner, please? All right, let's hope that before it gets to you, your partner would be here. All right. So let's just go as the names appeared. Baja Girls first, and then Grace Schools afterwards. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, timekeeper for this debate, co-debaters, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Unago Abieva Testimony, a student of Baja Girls Senior High School Education District 4. I am here to say yes to the question, which says, is the growth of fintech company a threat to traditional banking? Yes. But before I state points to defend my position, I would like to first explain what a fintech company is. A fintech company is an organization that combines financial services with technology to provide efficiency, innovative, and accessible financial solution. The first fintech company is InterSwitch, and it was founded by Mr. Mitchell Elegbe in 2002. The fintech company was founded for the purpose of providing financial solutions by way of tackling lack of infrastructure, and power digital payments through card. It is a known fact that traditional banking has been the cornerstone of Nigeria's financial system. However, the shortcomings of traditional banking necessitated the emergence of fintech company. And the high profile of fintech company has made people engage in fintech company. Those are my points. To begin with, fintech company has disrupted traditional banking models by providing faster, cheaper, and more convenient services for people. According to the Central Bank of Nigeria, 44% of digital payments in 2021 increased to 132 trillion naira. And the disruption of fintech has really disrupted traditional banking models. And I say, with this point, that fintech is truly a threat to traditional banking. Also, fintech companies are more tech-savvy than traditional banking. And the tech savviness has enabled them to improve in financial inclusion and improve in customers' experience. And my opponents may argue that fintech company and its increase in accessibility my IT cyber fraud. Ladies and gentlemen, I beg to disagree because this is a wrong notion because of the high tech in cybersecurity. Secondly, furthermore, fintech company penetrate into rural areas, unlike traditional banking, who only limits their position to urban or to urban and metropolitan areas. This is a wrong notion. In the light of the foregoing argument, ladies and gentlemen, I will say that fintech company has undoubtedly been a threat to traditional banking. And I'll ask my supporting speaker to further expatiate on this point. Thank you.
Standing on established protocols, my name is Bankole Tolalashi. I'm a student of Baja Girls Senior High School, Education District 4. I'm here to consolidate what my chief speaker has said. The growth of fintech companies in Nigeria has truly posed a threat to traditional banking. Fintech companies offer cheaper services, attracting customers from traditional banking. With this, there will be a tendency for a decline in the patronage of traditional banking, and this will overall inadvertently result in the decline of the revenue of traditional banking. Secondly, according to the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, it has told us that the traditional bank branches have declined by 12% since 2018. Why? Because of the rise in the fintech companies. Because of the rise in fintech companies, we provide digital services to everyone. My opponents may argue that the fact that fintech companies does not have physical address, and this might increase the risk of financial fraud. I beg to disagree. The fact that fintech companies don't have physical address and may engender high risks of financial fraud. All fintech companies are registered under the Corporate Affairs Commission and with the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN. So, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the assertion of my opponent does not hold water. All said and done, the rise in fintech companies in Nigeria, as in promoting cashless economy, has made fintech companies more preferable to traditional banking. In summary, the growth in the profile of fintech companies in Nigeria has truly posed a threat to traditional banking. Thank you.
All right. Are you still talking? They still have more.
Good day, Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, and my great audience. Nigeria's financial sector is experiencing rapid transformation with the advent of fintech, commonly known as financial technology. Fintech companies leverage on technology to provide innovative and accessible financial services to individuals like you and me. However, as these companies become more and more prominent, they have raised questions on their impact on traditional banking system. The question is now, is the rise of fintech companies in Nigeria a threat to traditional banking? My name is Berdigo Ayokomi, a student of Grace High School, and I am here to oppose that motion. To start, fintech companies major focus on niche markets, such as short-term loans, mobile payments, and online transfers, which are often overlooked by traditional banks. However, this does complement banks and their core services like long-term loans, mortgages, and investment management. How then can we say that fintech companies are a threat to traditional banking? Secondly, rather than compete, many fintech companies have actually decided to collaborate with banks. Banks are now partnering with fintech companies to leverage their technology to make financial services more easy and accessible. By working together, they can expand the markets and benefit from each other's strengths. Ladies and gentlemen, it is common knowledge that almost every single Nigerian, including those of us seated here, use one app or the other like OPay, MoneyPoint, Kuda, etc. Why? The reason is simple. They are easy to use, efficient, and accessible. This is true, yes? So what is the argument for? We can clearly see that fintech companies are not here to outshine traditional banks. Rather, they provide complementary functions, and they're here to support traditional banks. I'd like to give the mic to my supporting speaker.
All protocols duly observed. I am Umechi Zitarian from Grace High School, and I am here to add to the points that my chief speaker has raised before you all today. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you to argue that the growth of fintech companies in Nigeria is not a threat, but an opportunity for traditional banking to thrive. Traditional banking has long been the foundation of our financial system, offering security, stability, trust, and expertise. Their knowledge of risk management and regulatory compliance is invaluable, making them essential to the economy. On the other hand, fintechs drive innovations by introducing new technologies that enhance customers' experience, such as mobile payments and blockchain. However, these advancements do not replace banks. They enhance and complement them. By adopting fintech solutions, banks modernize their services to meet their customers' needs. Furthermore, banks have well equipped to handle larger and high-risk transactions, something fintech companies normally don't do. Banks have built robust frameworks to manage financial operations and long-term services, which fintech companies typically do not provide. So then I ask you, how then are fintech companies a threat to traditional banking? To me, it sounds like traditional banking is a threat to fintech companies, and fintech companies strive to be more like banks. Don't you think so? The trust and reliability in traditional banking is crucial, and many banks actively seek cooperation with these banks, highlighting that collaboration is key to improving services.
In conclusion, it is important that I inform this honorable gathering that fintech companies boost financial inclusion. Did you know a significant portion of Nigeria's population is either unbanked or underbanked? A shame, I know, but fintech companies have been able to efficiently reach this group of undeserved people. So, I'll ask the question again. Is the rise of fintech companies in Nigeria a threat to traditional banking? I'll leave you to ponder on that. Thank you for listening.
In conclusion, fintech companies are not a threat to traditional banking, but a complement. They help to aid the banking and make it easier for unbanked citizens to cope with the economy. And they help to
Are you done now? Okay. Please, a round of applause for them. A round of applause. I think they all did amazingly well. Please, a round of applause. Okay, you can go back to your seats. Thank you so much. Please keep clapping for them until they. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Let me keep my feelings to myself. All right, before we go on, I would just like to recognize someone that is special here today. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Olakunle da Silva. He's representing the Honorable Mr. Jamiu Tolani Ali Balogun. He's the Head Special Duties and Innovation, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you so much, sir, for finding the time to be here with us. All right, knockout round pair 4. Please note that you have 5 minutes. You will hear the bell. When you hear the first bell, as much as possible, round up whatever it is that you are speaking on. If you go past your time, please know that the judges are seated and your marks will be reducing as you go further. I wish you all the best. Please put your hands together for Ansaruddin Senior High. Ansaruddin Senior High, please put your hands together for them. And Dowen, please put your hands together for them. Ansaruddin Senior High and Dowen. And the topic is the privatization of public enterprises beneficial for Nigeria's economy? Is the privatization of public enterprise beneficial for the Nigeria's economy? Ansaruddin High School will go first and Dowen will go afterwards. All right, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Imagine in Nigeria, where essential services like electricity and water are only accessible to those who can afford a skyrocketing price. Meet Amina, a single mother of 3 from a small village in Kaduna, who worked tirelessly running on ice block business. She relied on the local electricity provider. This humble enterprise is the family's lifeline. When the power company was privatized, our electricity cost rose. Our electricity cost was more than doubled. Unable to meet up with the price, she was forced to shut down her business. Let us imagine the emotional turmoil Amina faced. Let us imagine being in the shoe of Amina. This is the harsh realities that thousands of Nigerians are faced under the privatized service they can no longer afford. It is a privilege to stand before you today to champion the undeniable truth in this esteemed forum. As we gather to engage in a critical discourse of privatization of public enterprise beneficial for Nigeria's economy, I stand to argue against this motion. But before I begin to dabble into the nitty-gritty of the core discourse, I need to introduce myself and give honor to whom it's due. Good day, honorable judges, attentive audience, my respectable opponents. My name is Ashawa Fatima Ololade, and I'm representing the intellectual powerhouse of a Saudi Senior High School, Falulu, a great citadel of Sulewe. Today, I'll argue that privatization is not a solution for Nigeria's economy. Instead, it creates service accessibility, reduces employment opportunity, and places Nigeria's wealth in the hands of a few. My arguments are based on the following points. Privatization sacrifices accessibility for profits. In the word of Kiara Kodale, a professor in the Department of Political Science at the University of Chicago, the ultimate drug of privatization consists in the creation of an institutional arrangement. The privatization state that denies equal freedom. Electricity, education, and healthcare should be accessible to all citizens and not reserved for those who can pay a premium. In a country where about 40% of the population lives below the poverty line, these services are essential lifeline. When these services are placed under private companies, millions of Nigeria would be excluded from accessing their most basic needs. Let's take, for instance, the Nigerian power sector that was privatized in 2013. It was meant to solve electricity problem. Today, we still suffer from unstable electricity. Why the private firm rake in profit? Is this the kind of benefit to seek for our economy? However, privatization reduces employment opportunity. As the saying goes, the nation's strength lies in the employment of its people. Public service tends to offer more stable employment opportunities compared to private company, which prioritize profits over workforce stability. For example, when the Nigerian Telecommunication Limited, NITEL, was privatized in 2015, many workers were laid off, leading to a surge in unemployment and insecurity among workers. Can we afford to sacrifice the livelihood of thousands of Nigeria on the altar of privatization? In conclusion, privatization may look beneficial on the surface, but its long-term impact on the Nigeria's economy and citizens are overwhelmingly negative. Stories like Amina remind us of the consequences when public services are placed under private hands. For Nigeria to achieve an equitable growth and development, essential services must be accessible to all citizens and not just the highest bidder. Strengthening the public enterprise to serve Nigeria and not profits should be Nigeria's priority. Thank you.
Many reject privatization because of the distribution consequences. But the deeper problem is that it threatens the very foundation of our political legitimacy, starting on the established protocol by my chief speaker. Standing before you is Akelolu Anifem Ntelu Akinshi. In the first place, privatization is the rich man's game and the poor man's struggle. It widens the gap between the rich and the poor and leaving essential services out of reach of many Nigerians. However, what really happens when the fox is left to guide the hen house? That is what privatization can result into. Who really wins when public service is expensive? Public profit into private pocket instead of public treasury. Lastly, if the government can't manage public enterprise, why are we trusting them to manage privatization? Why selling off of what belongs to the people because of some temporary cash injection that does not benefit the masses? Imagine Nigeria University is being privatized. Will education still be a right or reserved for the wealthy? In conclusion, according to the World Bank, the chief architect of privatization, he stated, and I quote, many privatization success story comes from high-income and middle-income countries that operate in a competitive market environment that has market-friendly policy and is able to regulate. But the poorer the country, the longer the earth privatization results into. This is particularly concerning a country like Nigeria, where corruption and mismanagement is pervasive. Selling off public assets is like burning a family home because of a firewood. Yes, it solves temporary issues, but still leaves you homeless. Instead of pursuing privatization as the panacea for our economic issue, let us strengthen public enterprise through good governance, transparency, and accountability. Panel of judges, esteemed opponents, and my respected audience, we, the delegates of our Saudi Senior High School, are confident that the argument presented today, without any iota of doubt, that we have been able to remove every bit of doubt in your mind and convince you with logical fact and not to deride with illogical fact that privatization of public enterprise is not beneficial to Nigeria economy. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Wobodoko Sisachiku, and I am a member of the Durham College team. Good day, my distinguished panel of judges, my esteemed audience, and my worthy opponents. Today, we are here to support the motion that privatization is beneficial for Nigeria's economy. The late Zambian politician, Frederick Chiluba, said this: privatization is a pill, but it is one that will kill. Now, I know my opponents have provided a lot of valid points as to why privatization is not good, but I am sure that the evidence that we have with us overwhelmingly supports our position that privatization is the way, especially in Nigeria's unstable economy. Now, what is privatization? This is the handing over reins of power from the public service over to the private corporations or companies. This basically means that the government steps back and lets private individuals or businesses take over. Privatization has many plethora of advantages. First one I would like to bring to the table is that it boosts efficiency. It also helps to ignite innovation. It helps to bring up creativity in the sector in which it's implemented. Privatization also helps to curb corruption, as well as to increase the foreign investment of the nation. In the same vein, I would like to say that privatization produces a lot of job opportunities as well as good pay for their workers. Privatization helps to reduce government's debts, reduce government's burdens, so that governments can allocate their resources towards other sectors that require their attention. With this, I would like to hand over to my teammate Olumide to expand more.
Standing on all duly protocols, my name is Olumide Makonju, and I am here to vehemently and strongly support the motion that privatization will be beneficial to Nigeria. First, as my teammate rightly said, you see, privatization is handing over the reins of public services to private companies. What are the advantages? Why should we privatize? Economic efficiency, profit maximization. When profit is maximized in Nigeria, we'll be able to gain more profit to do other things. You see, private companies will invest in infrastructure in Nigeria. Do you see the government investing in all sorts of public schools? As much as people say that public schools are free, you still have to pay tax to enter public schools. But you see, when private companies take the lead, private companies will invest and invest and invest because they will try to increase their standard of living. You see, let me give you a case study. You see, in the Cold War era, Germany was split into two by the Berlin Wall. It's the West Germany and the East Germany. West Germany had a capitalist society, not forgetting that privatization is the soul of capitalism, while East Germany followed a socialist economy. What am I trying to tell you? You see, according to research, in that era, West Germany had advanced 20 years economically than East Germany. Do you know what it means to advance over 20 years than your counterpart? Now, after the reunification of Germany in 1990, standing here today, Germany is now the richest country in the whole of Europe. Do you know how big, when we have powerhouses in Europe, Luxembourg, France, Germany is the biggest country there is. Let me come back home a bit. Nigeria's telecommunication sector, NITEL. My opponent said that they laid off a lot of workers. But let me ask all of you a question. How many of you are using iPhone 13s, S24s, S23s, and so on and so forth? Why do you think you are using it? It's because of privatization. If not for privatization, all these things that you have, the camera crew recording me right now, the camera crew recording my beautiful face right now, if not for privatization, this will not be happening. You see, privatization is a game changer. Forget anything anyone wants to tell you. Economic efficiency, corruption curb, innovation, everything, infrastructure upgrade. That is all the benefits that privatization can offer you. So what am I trying to tell you today? I'm trying to tell you today that privatization is the game changer. Don't let anybody deceive you. You see, I have one more important thing to say. And I want everybody to repeat it with me. Privatization is key. Can we say it together? Thank you.
A round of applause for them. A round of applause for them. Wow. Wow. I said I was keeping my feelings to myself. They are pushing me. I just want to let you all know that the camera crew are recording my beautiful face. Just so you are aware, just in case. All right. While we wait for the judges to tell us which schools are going into the second round, I just want us to talk a bit, okay? So please, all the students here, a round of applause for yourselves. You have been supporting so well. You have done well. Thank you so much. And our distinguished ladies and gentlemen, honorables, we thank you for staying with us. It's good to see that you are here with us. So our confidence, is a bit stronger. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for our honorables and distinguished. Thank you so much. But I want us to just talk a bit. I have a few riddles here that I want. I have some gifts. Someone is helping me set that up. So if you get the questions, come meet me later for your gifts. Does that work? So every student here, you can participate. I have very simple riddles. Number one, are we ready? Are you sure? I want to feel like you are ready. Are you ready? Yes. Number one, what comes down but never goes up? Age, wow. Who is going to answer now? Yes, you. We can come down now from we trek up the staircase and we trek back down. But age, well, okay. Rain, please, a round of applause for him. I will go with my answer, because sometimes people give some answers. Those answers are Nigerian answers. They are somewhat correct, so you'll be wondering, but I'll just stick to this. All right, number two, I am light as a feather, but even the world's strongest man couldn't hold me for over a minute. What am I? Yes. Air. I'll stick to my answer. Yes. Breath. That's my answer. A round of applause for her. Number three. I go through towns and over hills, but never move. What am I? I go through towns and over hills, but never move. What am I? Yes? I didn't hear you. A road. A round of applause for her. That is absolutely correct. Judges, I'm coming to you shortly. Number four, I have a spine, but no bones. What am I? I have a spine. You have one now, if you have answered before. I have a spine, but no bone. Okay, you've been... A jellyfish. Oh, wow. I didn't see that coming, actually. But that's not my answer. So I will stick to my answer. Who else? How can you be the one? Yes, I see you there. Sorry? A spider. That's not my answer. Oh. Who else? Yes. That's still not my answer. You want her to answer this question. If she gets it, I will personally give her something else. What's the answer? God. Very correct. A round of applause for her. It's a book. A book. That's my answer, and that's her answer. So, a round of applause for her. Judges, let me know when you're ready for me. Number five. I have branches, but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. What am I? Yes. A bank. Final answer. Or is it a banking institution? Let me have mercy on you. It's a bank. You're correct. A round of applause for her. I wanted to give you a bit of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but you just went away too quickly. No, don't do that. Number 6. What has a head, a tail, is brown, and has no legs? Yes. A coin. Any other answer? Yes. What's going on with Earthworm today? All right, a round of applause for her. She's correct. Number 7, you can catch me, but you cannot throw me. What am I? You can catch me, but you cannot throw me. What am I? If you have answered before, I do not want better drop your hand. Yes. A what? Fever or cold? You even gave me Jara. It's all right. Please, a round of applause for her. A cold. Number 8. I am tall when I am young, and I am short when I am old. What am I? Yes. Who? Vegetable. No. A candle. Please, a round of applause for her. She wanted to do debates on that station. She wanted to. Our judges, are you ready? Okay. Judges said to go on. They're still collating the names. Number 9. What has to be broken before you can use it? This is really simple. What has to be broken? Yes. Sorry? Egg. Is it fried egg, boiled egg? Or okay, I'm just kidding. A round of applause for her. That's correct. What gets wetter as it dries? This is also very simple. She's not sure. I want it. Yes. A. The floor. No. No. Yes. A sponge. That's not my answer. Yes. A towel. Please, a round of applause for her. How many gifts are those? That's like 12 now. Should we continue? They want to win gifts. Just a minute, please. All right, I'll just take one more and that will be it. Okay? I'm full of holes but can hold a lot of water. What am I? Yes. A sponge. Please, a round of applause for her. So make sure you see me before you leave for your gifts. Judges, are we good? All right, please, a round of applause for our judges. A round of applause for our judges. Judges, please, who is representing? Is someone representing the judges? Okay, just because we want to get very good quality of your video. So please, a round of applause for our judge, Judge Shola, Judge Jumoke. Okay, that's Shola. That's Shola, don't mind me. All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. Good afternoon once again. Well done to the team. This was really a good one, and then I'll just go straight to the point. Before then, please, once again, if you exceed your time, just know that there's a minus score to your mark, and also we already agreed no clapping, no form of excitement, so that affected the mark also. So let us be aware. Thank you. So for the first knockout session, that's between Apapa. Okay. Okay. So all contestants, please come up. A round of applause for them to appreciate them. You can spread out. Come on, clap for them now. If it easy, yourself, come and do it. Clap for them. I'm very sure some of you could never face the crowd when you were in secondary school. So please, give them the honors. Well done, guys. Well done. All right. So I want you to know that this is a competition, so there will definitely be a winner. It doesn't reduce your self-esteem, neither does it reduce what you have done, but just understand that we'll definitely have a winner. Are we clear? Thank you. All right. So for the first knockout, we have Apapa and Great Destination School, and we have Apapa School with 15 points. Clap. And we have Great Destination School with 23 points. All right. So that means for this knockout, we have the Great Destination School that will move to the next round. A round of applause for them, please. Okay, so are we going to the knockout 2? For knockout school, we have bricks. We have bricks with 17 points. Move forward, please. Brick school. Okay, so we have Great Destination School. The winner of this round should come out. Great Destination School. Thank you. Okay, so for the second knockout sessions, we have Brick School with 17 points. A round of applause for them. Come on, you can do better. Thank you. And Abat Macaulay School with 10 points. So we have the winner of this session to be Bricks, so you can move forward. It's getting better, yeah? Okay, so the next one, we have Badger Girls, we have and Grace. So for Badger, we have 19 points. Appreciate them now. Okay, and we have for Grace, we have 23 points. The winner for this session is the Grace, so move forward, please. Appreciate them. All right, for the last session, we have Asaruddin and Dowen. Interesting. Okay. All right, so we have Dowen for 24 points. Appreciate them. And we have Asaruddin for 23 points. You may agree or may not agree with the decision of the judge, but that is why it's a decision of the judge. Thank you very much. So we have, yes. So these 4 are the ones going to the next round. So, can we have decorum, please? Thank you. Are going for the next round to debate on the next topic.
Please, a round of applause for our judges. Thank you so much, judges, for that incredible work. So if you're going to the next round, you can go sit down now, I think. Or okay, group pictures, right? Okay. Come on, everybody. Let's take a picture, and then yes, let's do that before we move to the next item on the list. Please, a round of applause for them. Encourage them. Encourage them, please. Thank you. Don't let it be straight. Please do a bit of curve. Are you going to get everyone? A bit of curve. So you from that, just come here. Come a bit. Come this way. A bit more, the four, just, are you taking more pictures? Later. Okay. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for them. A round of applause for them. We are all winners. Everyone is a winner. Okay? Everyone is a winner, so.
They say, show me your friend, tell you how. Oh, my friend, I know 15.
All right, one house. I want to invite our speaker so that he would. So let's just take our seats. All right. Please, let's welcome Mr. Olakunle Da Silva, Head Special Duties and Innovation, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, representing the Honorable Commissioner for Lagos State, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, Mr. Jamiu Tolani Alibalogun. Please put your hands together as he comes up. Please, a round of applause. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Students, how are you doing? To the competitors, the other side that didn't get to cross to the other side, don't feel bad about it. Someone has to move to the other side. So don't see it as any sign of defeat. So before I go on, I want you to appreciate yourself because today is for all of you. Congratulations. So this is an address ought to be delivered by the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, Mr. Jamiu Tolani Alibalogun, at the Dacurate Leadership Debate Competition organized by the Dacurate Insight. I am delighted to be at the Dacurate Leadership Debate Competition themed Leadership and Finance for secondary school students across the state. Let me sincerely commend the organizers, the Dacurate Insight, for this laudable initiative, as it will further develop the students in the art of public speaking and oratory, thereby boosting their self-confidence and preparing them for leadership positions. It is pertinent to note that this initiative by your esteemed organization will further play a role in mentoring young people and ultimately complement our efforts as a government in raising our present and future leaders. The task of building a strong and capable society, especially by nurturing the youths, become less daunting when we work together. Your dedication to capacity building, community support, and empowering the younger generation to be self-reliant is truly worthy of emulation. I have no doubt that this competition will unveil the creativity embedded in the participants, encourage them to contribute to topical issues around the society, and also improve educational existence across, will also improve educational excellence across the various schools. Ladies and gentlemen, the value of educating a child goes beyond personal benefits. It extends to society as a whole. Education enables children to reach their full potentials, think critically, and make informed judgments, which is what we will be witnessing, or we are already witnessing today through their oratory skills in this competition. According to the great Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. This clearly emphasized the significance and importance of education. It has also been said that literacy is a bridge from mystery to hope. It is a tool for daily life in modern society. As a result of this, conscious efforts must be made on a consistent basis to enhance literacy learning. In doing this, it is important to leverage technology to improve the teaching and learning process. This is important and critical to protect and secure the future of our children and young people. To my students present here today, I want to remind you that you have the potential to achieve anything you set your mind to. I therefore urge you to strive hard to make your parents and the entire state proud through your hard work and dedication to your academics. This will further motivate us to fulfill our ambition of raising young individuals and quality leaders that will guarantee a greater future for Lagos State and our dear nation, Nigeria. Let me emphasize that the administration of Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu is passionately committed to transforming the education sector through the Themes Plus agenda. Our goal is to prepare our children to be outstanding ambassadors for themselves and the state, equipping them with the necessary skills for the labor market in the future. We also ensure that a balanced education is beyond certification. It must be in conduct and in learning. I would like to conclude this address by appreciating the organizers once again for your relentless contributions and outstanding initiatives towards ensuring that our students are actively engaged. This initiative is a significant step in the right direction as it supports students in their endeavors and enhance positive outcomes. To this end, I wish all participants the very best in this competition. Conclusively, let me assure you that as a government, we will do our best to provide a habitable environment to nurture these legacies, instill the ideals of quality education, and ensure that no child is left behind. I thank you for your attention. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe ni. Thank you once again.
Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. All right. Please, I would still want help, with one more thing. We just want to take pictures with you, with the judges and you and every other special guest that we have here. Please, let's just do that quickly. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Ma. Welcome, Ma. Please, we can, judges, yes, please. Where are our camera media guys? We need to. Aha, okay. Judges, please. Please, yes, please. Are the students here?
They say blood is thicker than water. Some friends are loyal than brothers. True. It's who I run to when life sometimes gets hard. I know you'll never talk behind my back. I pray that I live long with you. My friend, forgive every wrong I do. I may not have money, but with you I am rich, my friend. Some family, they will judge and condemn you. But you never leave me, no, you'll never ever leave me. I may have knowledge, but with you I am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, before we proceed, I would just want to call one of our sponsors. They have a few things to say to us before we continue. Please, a round of applause for Page Financial. Is anyone here representing Page Financial, please? A round of applause for them. They helped our ministry. We have to hear them out, so please. Thank you so much. Thank you for your sponsorship and for helping us. We really appreciate it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, young ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud and so blessed to see you guys speak so eloquently and so confidently. At Page Financials, we're happy to support this worthy cause that Dacurate is putting together for you people. Page Financials is a financial institution licensed and registered by CBN. We give out loans to public sector, private sector, and SMEs, and we also take on investments. We've been in the business since 2014. This is our 10th year in business. And we look for opportunities like this where we can partner and collaborate with organizations like Dacurate that are interested in ensuring that the young people coming up in Nigeria are given a platform to express themselves and to do very well. And so it's our great pleasure to be here and to see this program eventually come to life and to hear these young minds share such stimulating, messages and speak so boldly to us. And I trust that this, platform and this organization will continue to grow, and every year we'll get better and better, and Paige will be right there supporting as best as we can. Once again, congratulations and well done to Dacurate, and well done to all of you that have come to present your schools today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for her, Page Financials. You can follow them, check them out, and if you need help, they will help you. Don't quote me. But thank you so much, Page Financials, for all you do. We really appreciate it. Please, let's put our hands together for Mr. Korede, the person, the brain behind this particular event, this debate. This man has taken some bold steps. Please, a round of... No, you can't... Hey. If you have never done an event before, you won't understand. It's not easy. Thank you so much. Well done, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. I feel honored for you sitting in front of me and me addressing you, your fine faces. So please give yourself a round of applause. A round of applause. I know some people are not happy, but please give yourself a round of applause. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Awesome. Thank you very much. My name is Korede. and I'm the team lead of Dacurate. And what we do at Dacurate is we curate data. We gather data to inform Nigerians to make better decisions, both in life as well as in other sectors. Now today, I want to appreciate our sponsors. I will still come back to do that, but I want to just give a shout out to all of them: Web TV, ProShare, Page Financial, SOSA, EJ Works, all of them. Please, a round of applause for them. They made this possible. Don't you love the setting? Yes, so before I hand over the mic and I come back, I want to address something. And I know there's always going to be an elephant in the room when competitions like this happen. So please, I would love all the students to please listen to me. If you know the person called Michael Jordan, please raise up your hand. If you know the person called Michael Jordan, please raise up your hand. Now, many people know the post story, which is he became the most successful or the greatest basketball coach, or player, I mean. Let's leave his coaching aside. But many people don't know that he got cut from his basketball team when he was a child. And why do I say that? Many of you have prepared for this competition. You have prayed. You have fasted. You have put your leg inside water, depending on how you decide to study or prepare for this debate. You have used your voice. You have watched many things. But some of you did not qualify. The problem you are thinking is that this is just the first step to what you can become in life. This is not the only platform. This is a platform to show your skill set. This is a platform for confidence. So please don't see yourself as a failure. You might be angry. You might be upset about it. And I understand that the society right now, there is a high level of mistrust. Many of you are seeing here for the first time. Some of the judges, we are seeing them for the first time. And many of you are going to win money that you don't know about us. It's probably last week you heard about Dacurate. And the reason why we say that is so that you don't have seeds of doubt that you are good. So to all the contestants, can we please give them a round of applause? A round of applause for all the schools. So yes, you might have trained, you have planned on how you spend the money, and you did not win it. But there will be other competitions. But the major thing is not just winning on this stage, it's winning in life. And that's why we have these beautiful keynote speakers and everyone in front, because they have done things in the past, and they are here today because they will learn from it. So with those few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that this competition was not rigged in favor of somebody, but the judges will explain why. Are we all happy? Can we have a round of applause for Dacurate? So can we hear Dacurate? Can we say it one more time, Dacurate? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you so much. With these few points of mine, every competition, you must see some of these things. Some people say, no. But they said the judges will explain. So, judges, you have an explaining to do. So, please, a round of applause. Who is representing the judges? To explain that this, come and protagonize or support the motion. All right, let's just give the judges a minute to break down, yes, please, transparency, so that we would know that, okay. Please, a round of applause for our judges.
All right, thank you. Once again, so this is not an easy assignment, truthfully, and I would like to just do a quick breakdown of the criteria. Like myself and my co-judges said, we do not even know any of the schools until today. None of us attended any of the schools. So it was not based on, there was no partiality, there was no preference. It was strictly on performance. It was strictly on performance. And I'll just quickly share some of the criteria that we used to give them these points that we have. So we have ability to demonstrate clear understanding of the topic. That's one. And its key issues, we also used ability to argue, well-seasoned, logical, data-backed arguments. Then we also have the ability to present it in a very creative and insightful perspective. We also have clarity and organization. So those that were able to articulate their thoughts clearly for us to hear without necessarily muddling things up. Confidence and public speaking skills is a key criteria rather. Then teamwork and collaboration, ability to transition to the next co-debater to come up to speak also. And time management, I said it earlier that for those that went after, they went above the time, there was a minor score to them. And of course, the last one, respectful debate. So I want to believe that this is quite a fair judgment. It's a fair judgment. And as much as, of course, we would know, some of us would definitely not agree with everything, but I want us to accept that this is the decision of the judges. Are we good? All right, thank you very much. While we wait for the contestants to prepare for the next round, and we move to the next round. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And we'll go to the final round now, or shortly. So while we're waiting for the students, let's do something a bit. Please help me ensure that the students are back here. Please, where's Precious? Help me get Precious. Okay, Precious, thank you. Please ensure the students are back so that we can quickly do this and hold it. All right, thank you so much. So I was told that we have more gifts. Students, are you there? A round of applause for yourselves. Even if you are not happy, a round of applause for yourselves. You have tried. All right. Are we ready to answer some questions? Are we ready? You're not responding. Okay. I start with E, end with E, and contain one letter. What am I? I start with E, end with E, and contain one letter. What am I? Yes. An envelope. Please, a round of applause for her. Thank you so much. I have keys, but open no locks. Space, but no room. And you can enter, but can't go outside. What am I? A computer. You're close, but that's not it. Yes? A keyboard. A round of applause for her. You know, it's good to be asking the questions. You will just know all the answers. What is so fragile that saying its name breaks it? What is so fragile that saying its name breaks it? Yes. Silence. A round of applause for her. What has a ring but no finger? What has a ring but no finger? Just one person. Yes. A telephone. A round of applause for her. How many times have you? I think you have a couple of gifts now. Okay. Are the students here? We need to go to the final round quickly. What can travel all around the world without leaving its corner? What can travel? Yes! What is it? A stamp! I have another special gift additionally for you. Please, a round of applause for him. Sharp boy. All right. Please, teachers, I'm sure some teachers came with the students, the contestants. Please, you have 2 minutes to get here. If you're not here in 2 minutes, that school will be disqualified immediately. I think I've made the call about 2-3 times now. So please tell whoever is with these schools, okay? Just help me tell them that that's what we're working with now. 2 minutes, every school should be here, or else they are disqualified. Thank you so much. One more question. I walk on 4 legs in the morning. This is simple. 2 legs at noon and 3 legs in the evening. What am I? I didn't see you. Who has not? If you have answered the question, don't drop your hand. If you have answered the question before. Have you not answered the question before? Are you sure? Are you sure? All right. A man. No, he's not a man. You are somewhat right, but not fully right. Yes. A baby. No, now. Yes. Okay, you share your... A human, please, a round of applause for them. Thank you so much. Thank you. A round of applause for yourselves. Thank you. Where are my contestants? Great Destination School. Great Destination School. Are you here? No, just sit. I want to be sure that you are here. Great Destination School, you're here. Briggs. Grace High School. Sir? No, they had enough time to do that. Grace High School, you have 60 seconds. 60 seconds and that's it. Doan. All right, beautiful. Grace High School, your time is counting. If you don't get here in 60 seconds, that's it. Thank you so much. It has been nice doing business with you. Okay. Now, for the final round, the topic is a cashless economy is the right direction for Nigeria. A cashless economy is the right direction for Nigeria. You are to speak for or against. I'm sure that you already have that information and you're prepared for what you want to speak on, whether for or against. All right. So judges, are we good? We can start. Judges, you're ready for us to? Okay. So just a roll call again. Final roll call. Great Destination School. You're here. Briggs. Grace High School. Dowen. All right. Please, a round of applause for Great Destination School as they come. Please, a round of applause for Great Destination School for the final round. So the judges would, of course, note down your points and how you have made your presentation. Okay, please come here. You are ready? Are you fine? Okay, round of applause for them, please. And I wish you all the best. Yes, you have 7 minutes. Okay, you have 7 minutes. So as much as possible, do what you need to do with that. So you can also have this. All right, I wish you all the best. Please, a round of applause for them. Thank you.
Good morning, honorable judges, accurate timekeeper, respectable co-debaters, esteemed audience. My name is Aklaya Wakshama. I'm a learner from Great Destination Schools, and it's an honor to stand before you today to oppose the motion that a cashless economy is the right direction for Nigeria. Before I dish out my point, I would like to explain the meaning of a cashless economy. A cashless economy is a financial system in which majority of the transactions are conducted electronically with minimum reliance on cash. This typically involves a widespread adoption of mobile money, debit cards, and online banking. While the allure of a cashless Nigeria is undeniable, the reality is far more complex. We believe that a rapid transition to a cashless economy without careful consideration and necessary infrastructure development would be detrimental to the country. First of all, a shift to a cashless economy will marginalize a large segment of the population. 40% of Nigerians live in rural areas and have no access to digital infrastructure and bank services. Many Nigerians do not have smartphones, stable internet access, or even bank accounts. A cashless economy may worsen financial inequality by favoring the urban inhabitants while leaving behind the rural dwellers. Secondly, a cashless economy might become a breeding ground for cybercrime. Nigeria has already experienced a surge in online fraud and financial scams. With the adjustment to a fully cashless economy, the risk of cyber attacks will intensify. If the country is not adequately prepared with strong cybersecurity measures, the economic losses due to fraud could be enormous. Thirdly, in a cashless economy, all transactions are traceable. Citizens may be uncomfortable with their financial habits being monitored by the banks or government, which could lead to issues of distrust, surveillance, or loss of privacy. This could discourage individuals from engaging in economic activities that require discretion, such as personal or small-scale business transactions. Furthermore, a sudden shift to a cashless society would disrupt the informal sector, which makes a significant part of the Nigerian economy. Street vendors, artisans, and other small businesses operate on a cash-based economy. By transitioning to a digital platform would require extensive training, infrastructure, and resources which may not be readily available. I would like to turn the floor over to Mr. Upai, who will delve deeper into the discussion.
Good morning, esteemed judges, accurate timekeeper, audience. My name is Mercy Okwai, and I am a learner of Great Destination School. My esteemed chief speaker has rightly stated that a cashless economy is the breeding ground for cyber attack. I will not support it with the following points. Number one, high number of unbanked public. According to Bloomberg, only 64% of adults in Nigeria have bank accounts. The others do not have access to bank accounts, mainly because of bank accounts. Banks could not access their locality due to absence of enabling infrastructure. One will wonder what the fate of people will be who do not have bank accounts. Are they supposed to be treated as second-class citizens? Number two, internet penetration. According to Data Reporter, internet penetration has increased to 45.5% in 2024. Cashless economy will largely be driven by internet penetration because of the devices we need to be internet enabled. Tell me, is cash... Number three, cyber attack. Number three, cyber attack. Some hackers took over a prominent bank in Nigeria just a few weeks ago. Though no money was lost, this event is still a huge trauma for clients. This event is still a huge trauma for clients. Number four, system failure. A client could not access his or her bank account due to system failure. A woman who wanted to pay for her child drugs due to system failure could not pay it, may fix the risk of loss of life for that child. Stolen or broken devices may leave a person with no second option than to face the funds in a cashless economy. A person whose phone was stolen and his funds were inside. Tell me, how would the cashless economy have helped such a person? I am convinced that cashless economy is the least of Nigerians' worries today. I am also convinced that cashless economy is not the right way for Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, a round of applause for them. Well done. A round of applause for them. Let's not get tired, please. Thank you. Briggs High School. Briggs High School, please put your hands together for Briggs High School. Or Briggs School, sorry. All right. Please put your hands together for them. A round of applause. Thank you so much. You have 7 minutes.
Good day, everyone, once again. Starting on this existing protocol, my name is Falatola Oluwashimle once again, a bona fide student of Brisgate Comprehensive College. I'm here to support the motion which says a cashless economy is the right direction for Nigeria. But before I proceed, I would like to elaborate briefly on this elaboration. Nigeria, Africa's largest economy, stands at a critical junction in its financial evolution. As the world increasingly adopts digital payment system, Nigeria must seize the opportunity to transition towards a cashless economy. This shift is not only inevitable, but also essential for the country's economic growth, transparency, and development. Firstly, it reduces crime. Cash is often used in activities, cases as criminal activities, such as robbery and money laundering. But as we move forward to a cashless economy, Nigeria will make it difficult for criminals to operate. Secondly, it improves revenue generation. A cashless economy broadens tax base and improves revenue collection. Digital transactions provide real-time data. Furthermore, it improves economic efficiency. Electronic transactions are often faster and more efficient than cash transactions. In conclusion, I would like to bring in my partner to adjust to this topic.
Good day, everyone. My name is Awokoya Oyinkosola Mercy, a bona fide student of Brisgate Comprehensive College, and I would like to add to the key points which my main speaker had said. A cashless economy is the best economy and is the best decision, and the right direction for Nigeria's economy today. Why? And what are my reasons for this? Firstly, it will improve tax compliances. With a cashless economy, it will not be easy to evade tax payments. It will not be easy to evade tax payments as far as there is traceable means to people who do not pay their taxes. More so, it will reduce circulation of black money in the economy. People use black money to operate in the economy by spending fake money in the economy. But if there's a cashless economy in Nigeria, it will help reduce this crime and corruption in the country. My opponent said that a cashless economy will be detrimental to Nigeria's economy. But I want us to remember that there's inclusivity in the country, and we should consider this inclusivity and financial literacy. I also want us to note that a cashless economy is the best economy for Nigeria's development. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for them. Thank you so much. Thank you. Grace High School. A round of applause for Grace High School, please. You have 7 minutes. Thank you.
A cashless economy. As Nigeria continues to develop in the digital era, it's becoming more and more appealing. It seems tech savvy, right? Very appealing. But I'm here to tell you that it's not the best option. The way Nigeria is right now, we have much greater concerns than worrying about a cashless economy. My name is Beredigo Ayokomi. Good day, Chairman. Good day, panel of judges. Good day, Accurate Timekeeper, and my great audience. I am here to oppose this motion that a cashless economy is the best option for Nigeria. Why, you may ask? First of all, what is one thing that is important for a cashless economy? Good infrastructure, right? Yet, that is one thing that Nigeria struggles with so much. Take a look at our roads. Take a look at the network. Is it not quite common for one person or the other to be complaining, oh, this network is unstable, oh, this network is not working? Yes? How on earth can we claim that we now want to have a cashless economy? What if you're trying to make a transaction and then all of a sudden the network is bad, so you can't carry out with it, and you have other plans for the day? Would that not disrupt your flow for the day? Would that not disrupt an individual? Secondly, people are claiming that a cashless economy brings about financial inclusivity. But I beg to differ. Why? Is it everybody that has access to technology? Is it everybody that is well educated on how to use this technology? Many people either don't have access or don't even know how to use it. They're talking about how it will help with cyber crimes. It won't. People who don't know how to use it, claiming they want to come and carry a phone and be carrying out transfers, and they scam them, they won't be able to tell if it's fake or not. Why? Because they have no idea how to go about and use these tools. So how can we claim we want a cashless economy? It just doesn't make sense. Even it just disrupts the flow of our day-to-day lives. Imagine you're going somewhere and you want to make a purchase. The person does not know about transfers or does not only uses cash. What are you going to do? You claim you want a cashless economy. Now, with these points, I'd like to hand the mic to my supporting speaker.
Standing on the existing protocols, I boldly stand before you in support of what my chief speaker has already said. Come to think of it, a number of security issues are raised by the thought of digital transactions, with more people recording instances of online fraud, cybercrime, and hacking. It's becoming a bigger problem in Nigeria. Although central bank has secured Nigerians of cybersecurity, many Nigerians are still at risk of identity fraud and scams. The transition to a cashless economy may cause people in a nation where there is already a lack of trust in financial institutions to become even more anxious and reluctant to use digital transactions. Additionally, in a culture where personal connections and trust are valued in commercial transactions, many Nigerians may find the impersonal character of digital transactions off-putting. The people, particularly the impoverished masses, may offer greatly as a result of the transition to a cashless economy. It could be evident from these arguments why a cashless economy is not now the greatest option for Nigeria. I appreciate your listening. Let me conclude by reminding you, ladies and gentlemen, that the money has always been part of Nigerian culture. Since cash transactions are straightforward and physical, many Nigerians, especially the average ones, would always prefer them. And this simply tells you one thing, that a cashless economy is not and will never be the right direction for Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, I think we have a bit of a problem. I'll just invite the judges now. Okay, and the reason is because we all saw what happened, right? It's not hidden. And that is a debate. If everyone came here with their notes, then we all will be winners. So as much as possible, that's not what everyone knows, right? So I will just call the judges because we have to take a very, 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 very important decision right now. Okay, judges. Okay, the judges need a minute just to.
Hi everyone, so thank you so much. There was a new development and we needed to discuss and we agreed. The last school, Grace High School, we noticed that they were reading from a note. A debate has to be off your head. You don't have to have any additional aid. You know, whether your note or phone, it ought to be just from your head. So considering this scenario, we have agreed to disqualify them from the competition. Thank you.
Right, thank you so much. It's a moment to rethink, okay? We should pick our lessons. It's a drastic decision, and we had to make it. It was a difficult one, right? It's not one that gives me joy particularly, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's just move on quickly to the next school. Please, a round of applause for Doen. Thank you. A round of applause for them, please. Thank you.
cash, ego, owo, whatever you choose to call it. Everybody loves it. It is all the same thing. What exactly is cash? Cash is defined as the legal tender which is used in the exchange of goods and services. It is defined by Investopedia as the most simple, most broadly accepted and reliable form of transactions. Or is it? Good day, distinguished panel of judges, my good audience and my co-debaters. My name is Woworo Kosisochiku, and with me is my teammate Olumide Makonju. Today we are here to support the motion that a cashless society is the right direction to go in Nigeria. Who remembers like 2 years ago when the government decided to change the currency, to print new notes, and then there was shortage of cash everywhere? What would we have done if not for the availability of online banking apps and other fintech apps like OPay, PayPal, and so on, name them? We would have been stranded with nothing to do, nothing to carry out our daily transactions with. Now, if we did not have this, Nigeria right now, our economy would have degraded much more because people would not have what they will use to do their businesses and so on. Another point I would like to bring to the table is that a cashless society is resilient in crisis situations. In the case of COVID-19 a few years back, we all remember that we were locked up at home. We were not allowed to move around, and when we did, we were only given a particular time to be out. Now imagine if we did not have online apps or banking apps to do this. What would have become of us? We would have been stranded, no food, no water, because we cannot pay for all these basic amenities. But with these apps and with these electronic banking devices, we are able to fend for ourselves in times of crisis situation when time calls for us to be innovative. Another point I would like to bring to the table is that the fintech apps help to broaden and expand our knowledge of the online digital banking and increase us in a way that will help us to promote in the widely and vastly transforming world of finance. I would like to hand over to Olumide.
OPay, Kuda, Flutterwave, First Bank, UBA, GTB, and so many more. All protocols duly observed. My name is Olumide Makonju, and my beautiful face is back. Now, what is a cashless economy? You see, a cashless economy is an economy, to put it very simple and to define it in a layman's term, an economy that is cashless. What do I mean by this? You see, an economy that is cashless is an economy that has access to online banking or different ways of banking in different sort of forms. The first case study I'll bring to you was COVID-19. I don't want to go into details, but it was bad. You see, COVID-19 caused a lot of problems, especially resulting in food and cash. Imagine if we did not have online banking. You see, my opponents, most of my opponents that were against this motion raised the fact that the informal sector might not have access to banking. But let me ask a question. Do we want the illiterate to remain illiterate? No, we don't want them to remain illiterate. So with a cashless economy, we can formalize the informal sector. What do I mean by formalize the informal sector? If we educate our friend, and our friends educate our friends, and it goes on like that, before you know it, Nigeria will become a whole and vast cashless economy. Now, 67% of Germany's banking is done through online banking. This Germany, as I said before, Germany is the richest country in the world. UK, US, Tanzania, Ghana, so many countries are using online banking and different cashless economical resources and are making it big time. You see, the next issue I want to address is the environmental concern of cash. You see, how is cash made? Wood, paper. When we burn wood or paper, it releases carbon emissions into the air, causing climate change. Climate change is the reason for constant flooding and all these heavy rains that have always been downpouring on us like it's nothing, like it's not even a joke. Because of burning of cash, you see, over 3.47 billion naira notes are made every single month. That's how much cashless notes are made. You see, Nigeria has shortage of cash, which makes the matter even worse. Back 2 years ago, you go to someone, they'll tell you, I don't have cash on me. I need to go and do POS. This even led to the arrival of new, different businesses where you will see POS. 5 years ago, 10 years ago. But now with online banking, I carry my phone. I want to order food. I can just transfer and I'm done. Not that I'll have to walk all the way to Chicken Republic just because I want to buy food. But if I just carry my phone, I open Glovo, I pick up the food I want to get, and I transfer, and it's done. What am I trying to say? A cashless economy is the way. A cashless economy is the way because when you go cashless, you are not making Nigeria bad. Why am I saying this? Like I just said before, cash commits carbon emissions. When you burn wood, I want to explain this again. When you burn wood, it releases carbon emissions into the air. It causes increased level of carbon emissions. So when there are ginormous carbon emissions in the air, it's spoiling the ecosystem. Aside from that, a cashless society promotes fintech companies. Like I said before, OPay, Kuda, Flutterwave, UBA, First Bank, GTB, and so on and so forth. So what am I trying to say? You see this? If you take this right here, and we continue to use it without making further development, this thing right here will continue to remain here. But if we get rid of this and put it in our pockets and carry our phones and get used to it, get used to online banking, get used to making money through online, you'll see differences. My name is Olumide Makonju. With me is Kosi Wombodu, and thank you very much.
A round of applause for them. A round of applause, please, for them. Fantastic. I just want to let you all know that my beautiful face is back. All right. It has been, wow. It has been serious. The eloquence I've seen in these young ones is so encouraging. Please, a round of applause for all the contestants and every school that is represented here. We just want feedback from the judges before I would invite Mr. Korede before the announcements will happen. So the judges' feedback, we are not announcing the winners yet. We just want feedback from you and how it has been and a few things that you may want to share with us. Judges. All right, I'll just invite Mr. Korede. Mr. Korede, please. Because our judges seem to be busy collating the results. A round of applause for Mr. Korede.
A round of applause for yourselves again. A round of applause for yourselves. Okay, so if you are not comfortable clapping for yourself, clap for the next person. Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much. I'm going to be brief. We'll be ending shortly, a few minutes. Did you all enjoy today's event? Okay, we'll do something quickly before but let me give my prize. I want to give a prize out. And this is a book by Babatunde Akimoses, known as Uncle Tunde. He's the CEO of Sycamore. And he has a new book called Economics with Uncle Tunde. So the winners of this competition will be going away with this. This is a very expensive book and took a long time for him to do this. And it's one of the prizes. So I have a question. Who would like to participate? I have a question. Who would like to participate? Okay, let's do it like this. What's the theme of the event? Awesome. So let's do with the finance. So who can give me 7 terminologies on finance and their definition? It's an expensive book. You thought I'll ask you 1 plus 2? So who can give me 7 definitions or 7 terms? Loan. That's a term. Credit, debit. Who wants to try? Okay, please come forward. Please, a round of applause for her. And you come forward as well, that young man. A round of applause for them as they come forward. You want to try as well? Come forward. Do you remember my question and the definition? You can try. Okay. So tell them your name and the terminologies. Okay.
Good day, everyone. My name is Adagbe Adeshewa, and I would like to just give something I can think of and stuff. So I'll start with investments. Investments is the act of investing, like creating innovating ideas to get better ones and interests. And also, I would like to say investments, transactions. Transactions can be in form of online, like we just did the debate. Online transaction and cash transactions is the exchange of money for goods and services. And we also have I'm sorry.
A round of applause for her. Reminded me when I was in secondary school, if I didn't know the answer, I'll be doing like this. So I was not sure, but maybe the answers were there. But next person, please, your name, and quickly tell us the 7.
My name is Saka Idris. The 7 terminologies of finance, I will list them out first. Assets, capital, liabilities, dividends, equity, investments. Okay, let me define those 6 that I've mentioned. Assets is what is in possession of a business organization. Liabilities is the debt of a business organization, or that the money or debt that a company is owing, while capital is the money used in starting up a business. Investment is what an investor puts his money into to maximize profits. Dividend is the shares received from a particular investment. Equity is a form of capital whereby businessmen comes together to put their money and invest in a particular business to maximize profits. Wow. The last one. I've defined capital, liabilities, equity, dividend, assets, and which one again? Investments. I think those are the 6 I can mention so far.
Did you try? Just wait here. Okay. What's your name? And
my name is Ukapit. I'm from Brisgate Comprehensive College. Transaction, debit, credit, loan, investment, dividend, asset. Capital, asset, liability, debit, credit, transaction. Let me explain it. Asset is what a organization or a bank own. Capital is what they use to start up a business. Transaction is the process whereby there is in and outflow of money between an organization. We have credit. This is when the person account is. This is when money enters into a person account. Credit. Debit. This is when the money leaves a person account. Dividend. This is a reward received by a person from shares or something like that. Liabilities. This is what an organization owe. Maybe this is what an organization owe to people, something like that. Yeah. We have profit is there. This receipt.
Please, a round of applause for them. Can the third lady come back? The one that, yes. So what should we decide? Who gets the book? Who should get the book? I can't hear you. Who? I should take it back. Saka? He plays for us now. Who? I should cut it into two. Okay, so we'll do it like this. Courtesy of Sosa, you would each get 2 bottles and 2 sausages each. And the winner, based on all permutations and combination and probabilities, is... Come, please, come. So, courtesy of Uncle Tunde, this is your economics with Uncle Tunde. So, thank you very much. So, you tried, but you collect handshake and the drinks. You also tried. Thank you very much. Okay, we are coming to the end of this event. And I want to do something very special before I thank our partners. We're going to make a video. Yes, this is the, what age will we call this? Gen what? Did I hear Gen Z body? No. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to take out my phone. I want everybody to try as much as possible to get in the middle. If you want to stand, stand. So I'm going to do like this. If you don't show, sorry. If you show, that's wonderful. What I just want you to do is shout, Dacurate school debate. Is that fine? Do you understand what I want to do? So I'm going to turn like this. At the count of 3, we'll just shout, Dacurate school debate. Are we ready? In 3, 2, okay, my hands are shaking. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. One more time. Awesome. Thank you very much. A round of applause for yourselves. So this is time I would definitely have to thank some very special people. I want to thank our special guests. And because of time, I would not be able to mention all, but you'd all receive certain messages from us, and we are grateful and honored to have you here, seated. I understand that this is a weekday, and it took a lot from you to step out of your offices and your busy schedule. So we want to thank the representative from the Commissioner of Education. Please, a round of applause for him, please. Thank you very much, sir. So we want to thank Imagine Africa. Thank you so much, ma. Really. Please, a round of applause for her. Come on, guys. Don't be stingy with your claps. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you, Ms. Bissy. Thank you very much, ma, for everything. Many of the things that I'm doing here today is based on our support. So a round of applause for her, please. Mr. Olufemi Adeniba, please, a round of applause for him. He has been one of the people that have been pushing us to go the extra mile. We will not be doing certain things like this today if he did not give his input. I want to also thank my family that are here. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for making sure this is possible. I want to thank my friends and thank everyone online watching that made this possible. And I also want to thank the volunteers. The volunteers have been what we call the pillars of what Dacurate is today. There are many of them around here. There are many of them outside Nigeria, but they've made this very beautiful day happen. Now, thank you so much, guys. And let me thank our sponsors. Starting off with iChad, I want to thank iChad for helping and always being a great partner. They actually help in fighting drug abuse with children, which is something that is prevalent in society today. You see a lot of young people getting addicted to things and you're wondering why and how it has happened. But iChad have decided to take up that initiative to fight it. I want to thank Page Financials, our financial body. They've made this beautiful and made sure that a lot of people can understand more about finance today. And a school would definitely go home 300,000 naira richer. Now, I want to thank Sosa Food Drinks, and I'm sure all of you have gotten a drink. And people that want something, definitely, you'll see the moderator. Don't come and meet me. I didn't promise you. The ones I promised, I have given. So the moderator, please meet him. He's wearing a blue suit. I am wearing a what? Please, let's know the difference. I'm wearing glasses. He's not wearing. Thank you. Now I want to thank ProShare and Web TV. Please, a round of applause for them. For people online, I'm definitely sure that you're seeing how beautiful this venue is. It's made it very possible for all of you to enjoy the ambience. I want to thank BT Events led by Banker Thompson, who is the event planner making this happen and making this beautiful. A round of applause for their team. I hope I have EJ Works, yes, the photographer. So please smile well. They will take your good side. They say, there's a Yoruba saying that it's how you stand, is how you'll be seen. So stand where, so that your picture will be what? Fine. And I want to thank our judges. Please, a round of applause for the judges. If you're not happy with them, that's your business. Please, a round of applause for the judges. A round of applause for the judges. Now, before we go, I will call King E back so that we can announce the winner. So maybe I'll call the judges first. Please, can the judges come forward? Okay, King E, over to you. So I've given out one book. Do you still want a gift? Do you want a gift? Okay. Who is the Vice President of Andorra? Who is the Vice President of Andorra? Andorra. Some of you are like, where is Andorra? So, I will keep my gifts. Should we try another question? Okay. Who was the CBN governor from 1932 to 1935? Are we not asking finance questions? You have the answer. 1932. That's a good attempt, but you are 100 years later. Let me call Kingi again. Please, a round of applause for our moderator. Has he done a good job? Did you enjoy him? Should we have him back? Please, a round of applause for him. Please. We're about rounding up, so we need to announce the winner so all of us can go back. So thank you very much. See you guys. Before Kingi, over to you, please.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Korede. Please, a round of applause for this man doing amazing work. Okay, so as much as possible, I would want to, sometimes I like to hear from the elders, so our special guests and honorables, let me quickly ask them what they think about, what we've been doing since, so that next events, we will know what to, or maybe they will just have some words of wisdom for the students to go home with quickly. Hello, Ma. Can we talk to you? Just one or two things, one or two words before we proceed.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, boys and girls, if you permit me to call. But I've been quite impressed. Sorry I came late, but I've been really, really impressed. The articulation, the thought process, that have gone into all that has been said. Clap for yourselves. I think you've all done extremely well. I'm sure the judges will have a hard time determining who the ultimate winners will be, but well done. And to Dacurate, of course, this is something that we all should just support, not just on the annual basis. It can be done more frequently. I think it's something that we should all support because it just tells what potentials we have as a nation. And we should stop talking about potentials. Hopefully these potentials will actually translate, into the leaders, not of tomorrow, but leaders indeed of today. So round of applause for yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your time. So we just want to hear one or two words, encouragement, feedback, that would maybe just help us move to the future. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I will say congratulations to Dacurate. Dacurate is doing a very wonderful job. But we hope that at least you continue. People are not seeing you today, but we thought that by the grace of Almighty, you will be one of the pillars that will change at least the generation to come. So I wish you at least best and congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. You did. Let me not stress you, man. Mommy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, children. I want to congratulate Dacurate for a job well done. There's the second edition. The first one, I thought it's the best. But I can see that there's, I don't know if there's another word for the best. It's excellent. Maybe I should say excellent. It's done so well. Sincerely, I'm impressed with the public school. Yes, we are paying for the good job the private school are doing, but sincerely, I never knew that public school can do so well. I think you deserve a round of applause. In fact, each time people want to send their children to public school, I wonder what are they going to teach them. But with what I've seen today, in fact, you deserve more than a round of applause, several rounds of applause to yourselves. Congratulations to you, public school, and to the private school. Well done. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I want to say congratulations to everyone that participated. Financial literacy is a very important skill that everyone should have. And you guys being able to articulate yourselves, you guys being able to even share recommendations as to where the nation should go, whether it's through banking the unbanked, going cashless, right? I think you guys did a very remarkable job. So regardless of the outcome, guys, you all are winners. So cheers and have a great time.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon once again. At the first stage, it's obvious that the students must have practiced at school. The teachers must have trained them and they were well prepared. The second stage came as an impromptu and it brought out the best amongst the prepared students, schools. So, and they were still able, some schools were still able to come out very well. They were still able to express themselves confidently and still speak well, do due diligence to the topics. So kudos to them. Our mommy here said she's so surprised about what public schools could provide. So we won't go into that. But we know public schools have been representing Nigeria, making Nigeria proud, bringing laurels, awards, uncountable to Nigeria in other countries, from other countries out there. And so we see the synergy between the private and public schools has been going on well. And we just pray we continue to see the best of our children, both public, private, it's all for the good of the country. So I wish you guys, I wish you well. And the organizers, Dacurate, you guys have done wonderfully well. The government is so proud of you. Unfortunately, the commissioner couldn't be around because it was at the last minute the governor had to send him on a representational duty. So I had to be seconded here. But I'm very, very sure that if by the time you're planning your next event and he's contacted on time, I'm sure he will definitely create time for you. And just be assured that you have our support. If we don't have it, we won't be here. And if we don't have it, our schools won't be here. So be rest assured that you have our support, and we will give you more anytime you come. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all the students, both public and private, and also to Dacurate. Also, thanks to the judges. You guys and ladies, you did a very tough job. But I had a personal grouse to settle with you, especially the last batch of the schools, where one had to lead with 1 point. I didn't know how objective that was. I knew it was a tough one. But if I were in your shoes, I would have actually had made them tie and brought a spontaneous topic up for them because it was really close. I was actually looking out for that. So when you now made it just a 1 point, I was like, guys, that's painful. You know, if it were 5 points, okay, it's understandable. But overall, the judges, you did a great job. You did a great job. And also the students, you all did a fantastic job. And Dacurate, please keep this up. Keep up the tempo, keep up the quality. And we have faith and hope that with this, the future of Nigeria is secured. Thank you very much.
Yes. Good afternoon, children. Good afternoon, everybody in the audience. This is my first time of being here, and I am very, very, very impressed. The last time I watched the program online, and I'm happy to be here this time. I liked the way the students presented themselves. Public speaking is very important. It's not easy to come in front of people, then come in front of people who are older than you, and you feel they know so much, and still be coordinated. I congratulate all the people, all the students that came here today. You are all winners. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Ma.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, young ladies and young men. You have all done very, very well, like everyone has said. You have represented your schools very well. We all here as adults are proud of you, and we are more impressed at the fact that we have a generation coming up behind us that are articulate, smart, and obviously are not afraid to speak up when they need to speak up. Like the other man said, financial literacy is very, very important. And so don't go back to school and say, okay, we are done with that debate and that's that. No, go back, take all the things you learned from today's debate and apply them into your lives. Go back to school, tell your colleagues about them. I also want to congratulate Dacurate. And I want to make a suggestion. Corrida, are you listening? I would like to see at the next edition a lot more schools. And if you cannot have a lot more schools in one, then I would suggest that you start a quarterly debate. Take Lagos into 4 sections and take the schools in a section and have a debate, and then at the end of the year or whenever you want to have like the real final one, you now take like the best 4 from each of those zones and you bring them together so that this goes further than just 8 or 16 schools. So you can be having 16 schools So you have like 48 schools, 72 schools. There are lots of schools in Lagos, I can tell you. And then that will also give the schools the opportunity, the children the opportunity to have this kind of platform to improve themselves. So once again, very good job done. I wish all of you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate the feedback. Okay, please, a round of applause for them. And please make welcome Mr. Korede.
Thank you very much. So I just got news from SOSA that everybody that wants something, you have a bag outside. So remember I said don't meet me, meet the moderator. So it's available for everyone. And please, a round of applause for all the comments and feedback. Don't you think we're very, very wise comments and feedback? So based off that, would you like to see more of this kind of events? Yes, so definitely this is possible because of the partners as well as individual donators. So in this point, I want to call on that if you are interested in partnering with us for a future event, I'm going to call someone at the back. Her name is Damilola Adewuya. She's in charge of partnership. So if you need anything about future events and maybe your company is interested in partnering with us, you can definitely reach out or send us an email at info@dacurate.com. Also, I also would like to call for support in terms of financial or resources that you feel that would be nice to help us. So I have the great man at the back, Joel. Joel is at the door waving. So if you would like to support us, you have maybe 1 Bitcoin, 1 shares in NVDA, or any big financial brand or S&P 500, we won't mind, and we'd love to have more of this, and even fill up a bigger hall. Wouldn't you like a bigger hall? Would you love a bigger hall? Awesome, awesome. So now I want to call on the judges to give them their prize. Now, the judges have tried. Please, please, the students that are not smiling too much, please don't corner my judges. Please don't corner my judges. But please, we have to give a round of applause for them. Please, a round of applause for them. So I'm going to call Judge Shola first. Yes, please, can you all just come together? Just come, please. Round of applause for them as they come forward. So as we present their gift items, it's a lot for them to come out here during the middle of the week. So a round of applause for them. Please, a round of applause for them. Do you want to say something before we close out?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you guys for coming here today, but sincerely, it has been a tough one for us. And we've taken the feedback from one of our bosses, and we hope to do better next time. Although, sincerely speaking, it was a tough one, but we had no choice. Thank you very much.
Okay, so just to add to what Olushola has mentioned, we're pretty much transparent in terms of how we came about the numbers, and there were guidelines that the organizers provided with us, and we work strictly with those guidelines. It's just I might not go probably in the favor of how some people would have wanted it to be. Hopefully, I think this feedback is not just to us, but also to the organizers, and next year we're pretty much sure everything will be a lot better. Yeah, thank you. And again, to the various students, you have done a great job. Everybody is a winner at the end of the day. Take those feedback and improve yourself and come better next year. Yeah, great.
Okay, please let's start with you, sir. Please could you come forward? Please, courtesy of supporters and partners as well as Dacurate, please, thank you so much. We truly appreciate your time here. Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you so much. Okay. The spokeswoman or spokesperson for the judges. Thank you very much, Junke. Thank you very much. Round of applause for him, please. Okay. Yes, so,
All right, thank you so much. A round of applause for the judges, please. Okay. Now let's hear and know who the winners are for this event. We are all winners after all, but for this event. But please, to do the honors, join me as I welcome, or let's together welcome Miss Ada Ijara. She will be helping us do this. And of course, I would also like the presence of the head special duties and innovation, Mr. Olakunle da Silva. Please, a round of applause for our guest. And Mr. Korede, please be here so that we can present the prizes. Please, a round of applause for, thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. Thank you. All right, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, are we tired? Okay, it's getting better. Thank you so much. I've had a great time this afternoon, and I'm really delighted to be given this privilege to read out or call out the winners, okay? Can we have the three teams come forward, please? The three teams standing, please come forward. Should they stand behind us or on this side? I think you should stand on this side. Just line up. Don't be shy. You've watched beauty pageants before now, haven't you? You know how they stand before they now call out the winners. Just stand like that. Okay. So, the third place winner this afternoon is none other than Briggs School, with a total number of 13 points. Please give them a round of applause. Briggs School. So come forward and then we can give out the gifts. Well done, ladies. You did an amazing job this afternoon. Okay. Yes. Where are your teachers? I think your teacher should come and be part of the photo op as well. Well done, sir. I'm sure you're very proud. Okay. Are we giving out the checks as well? Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Right, drum roll, please. Because once you call the second, the first already knows, that's why. Okay, so should I call the second or the first?
Just call the first.
I should just call the first, right? I think so. So drum roll, please. And the first place winner is none other than Dowen College with a total of 23 points. Come forward, guys. Well done, well done, well done. Where's your teacher? Or where are your teachers? Okay. Is it heavy? Okay. Congratulations. And the runner-up, we have Great Destination School. So please come forward for your gifts. Well done. Where are your teachers? Are they here? Great. Is your teacher coming? Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. A round of applause for everyone. Thank you so much. And we have come to the end of this debate. Please tell someone, post something online, follow Dacurate, and support everything that we're doing. I really appreciate our sponsors. We have Sosa Drinks. Please put your hands together for Sosa Drinks. You can see all the goodies flying around. They also have gifts for everyone that has won something today. And we have iChurch Foundation. We have Page Finance. We have EJ Works or IJ Works. We have ProChare. Who am I missing out? We have Bank. Is that Banky? Thank you so much for your sponsorship and for your support. We wouldn't have done this without you. We really appreciate you. My name is Emmanuel Macaulay Afemi here, but professionally you can call me King E. It has been a delight moderating this debate. Thank you so much. I pray that you get back to your destinations in one piece. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.